at the gallery PopTart with the creator and owner, Phil. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So tell me a little bit about PopTart.
PopTart is basically, it's an art gallery. We started it on January 29th. It took me about a year to conceive it with my my current curator now, Lenora Claire.
Okay.
And it took us about a year of just like coffee and lunch and talking about what it is we really wanted to gain out of this, because she had been curating shows at the World of Wonder Gallery on Hollywood Boulevard, which had since passed over to the Betty Page estate. And after I knew that she had left the World of Wonder Gallery and I had the opportunity to do something in this space,
You wanted to work with her.
I had an idea that I could probably relate to her on an event production level, because I had come from a club background, from an event production background.
Sure, and you work with Rhonda and...
Yeah, I've worked with a club called Rhonda since the beginning, so it's been about 5 years. And then I stage managed a club called Shits and Giggles for 4 years, which ran out of the 740 in downtown LA, and we had some really fun opportunities. We got to do a fashion show for the Heatherettes.
Oh, wow.
We got to do Adam Lambert before he was on American Idol. Just a bunch of really, really cool acts. So the production training that I got in that world, I knew that I could do something that was a little bit more business oriented, which is what I was really hoping for. And with Lenora's creative mind, as far as conceiving a show that was a little bit more pop oriented, more fun than highbrow art shows that I had been going to. And her art shows really brought together a different side of society, obviously a side of society that I relate to more, being a full-time drag queen. And
which is Phyllis Navidad.
Which is Phyllis. I play Phyllis at least 2 to 3 times a week in random drag shows across town. Or just here, but because I thought of I kind of came to the decision where I was like, okay, well, what am I really gonna do? Because I don't want to sing live. Music is a huge passion of mine. I get to DJ pretty often, which is a blessing, but I don't know anything about the production of music, and that's a whole nother, 4 years of school and whatever. And I just was like, okay, what is my next step? And for our first show, it really did work out that way. Economically though, it's hard times, art is a luxury.
You had was the Austin Young, which was really unique and different. I have never seen that before.
That was what we opened with, and that even in itself took us a few months of conceiving and figuring out how we were going to really make it hit hard. And so Lenora, Austin, and I all sort of took a few months to talk about how we were really going to make this project work to its fullest capacity, because he had just gotten off of showing at LACMA and hadn't had a solo show for a few years. So it was we knew that the timing was going to be right, but we had to figure out how was it really going to be the best idea. And so, Austin had this amazing idea of doing portraits, and then, him and Lenora creatively designed this whole project around giving people the opportunity to shoot with him for a smaller price point, and the opening of the show would actually be interactive. He would shoot here at the gallery, and then we would sell real estate in the gallery, so people would come in and say, I want my portrait to hang there.
Oh, wow.
So not only did it create a great opening, but it gave us the opportunity to do another show. So the first show was an interactive performance of him shooting the actual people that had bought the portraits, but then the next show was going to be the actual unveiling of the portraits.
That's awesome.
So it was
Drift show?
Yeah, that was our second installment of our fashion trunk show. And for me, I went to fashion school, so it was kind of like an easy in for that world, because the first and I produced it with a curator. Her name's Geisha, and she used to work for a jewelry line called Han Cholo, which I loved.
I know.
And then and so then we sort of hooked up, and I had met her at one of her trunk shows before, and I was like told her about the concept of the gallery, and she wanted to see it, and it just sort of snowballed. But I definitely did give her like, okay, this is the way I want. This is the way I do events, and it was a little different from hers, but we were able to compromise and figure out, you know, a really nice midpoint. And we're still doing that.
It looked like it was a big success. So
yeah. I mean,
success.
I think the one thing that we love to do is something that I learned out of club world is like, you know, you find that really awesome host, you play them up, and for us being a pop culture based gallery, you know, with that is just probably doing a little bit more with the designers so that they can actually stay here and show their stuff for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like after, you know, once the party, because it's like, it's so crazy. Once the party, you know, you take like months to like plan this party.
And then it's just a one day.
It's like giving birth, and then your baby's dead,
and
you're
it's
like,
gone. Yeah.
and like,
Exactly.
well, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, well, that was fun.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So
like,
in the same respect of challenging
it's
ourselves.
kind of like planning sex a little. And then it's just, okay, it's over.
Yeah. It's like, all right, well, the pants are on the floor.
Exactly.
Well, that's why we didn't want that to happen. You know, we wanted to have breakfast the next morning, and
okay.
Gotcha. So to speak.
I got you. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
This was fun. So just keep LA together, you know, with some creative stuff, and I know you will. And we'll all come and support. So, tell us how we can follow you.
You can follow me at the website, which is www.lapoptart.com. And then the email on there is poptartgallery@gmail.com. Sign up for the mailing list. You'll get all of our events. I'm all over Facebook. PhyllisNavidad, Phyllis Navidad. And yeah.
All right.
That's me.
All right. So, yeah, make sure you sign up to follow for more future events and get posted on that good stuff. All right. So, thank you. I'm Britt. Peacing out. Bye.